Hey everybody, Parks Owsley here with Inven Global, and I'm joined by Blaber, the jungler for Cloud9. Congrats on the win. You guys are 3-0. Dignitas is 3-0. We got FlyQuest, who doesn't play today. They're at 2-0. But you're still undefeated. You came in hot. How is it going? You got a lot of changes on the team. So first off, did you expect the 3-0 from the start?
Um, yeah, we definitely expected the 3-0. I think we're hoping for maybe like an 18-0, but I mean that's a little bit too far. But we haven't been contested by any team yet in scrims. So I think we're very confident going against everyone in the league right now.
That's good to hear for you and for your fans. Um, for scrims though, because there is always this perception of scrims not always translating to stage, do you feel like things are translating well for you guys and that's why you're confident, or are you mostly just confident because of how well the scrims are actually going?
I think we've been trying to practice in scrims a lot, like how we're gonna play on stage, a lot more reserved. I mean, for me personally, it doesn't happen that much. Like on stage, I don't die very often. I mean, as you can see, but in scrims, there's like at least one game a day. I have 10 deaths. So I'm trying my best to keep the intake down, but we've been practicing trying to like make it more stage-like and playing the games with less like risk.
Mm. Well, it's translating well so far, I would say, as an outsider. So I want to talk about some of the changes Cloud9 has had, because every year, everyone always changes in the off season, and Cloud9 made three big changes this year. And the one, obviously, I want to focus on is you, because you've been with the team for a while, but you and Sven did a lot of switching up and down, and it kind of seemed like he was the main starter, but you'd come in a lot, kind of taking his spot. But you're finally the starter on the team. So first off, what does that do for you and like confidence and practice and kind of all of the things that come along with being an LCS starter?
Um, I guess for confidence wise, it hasn't really changed the way I see the game. Like confidence wise, I always thought I was one of the best in NA, even when I was playing in academy. Um, and it was just unfortunate. Like I always thought Dennis was super good, so like having him above me was like I guess unfortunate for me because there's no way. I thought there was no way that I'd play over him because he was performing so well. I mean, I MVP. Um, but I still think I'm really good. I thought I was really good even when I was on the bench. I just thought Dennis was also really good. Um, I guess for practice wise, it just feels good being able to play all the games with the team. Before it was like half, maybe less than half, like 40%. So it's definitely better that I'm able to practice with the team for sure.
Hmm. And where would you put yourself now? I mean, we've only seen not even half the games, not even close, about a quarter. Where would you put yourself, do you think, in terms of the LCS junglers?
It's hard for me to say personally because I think my teammates are really good. And as a jungler, our drops are really good too. So as a jungler, it's way easier to play the game when your teammates are winning. Just because like with priority, you can do a lot more. But I do believe I'm like a top three jungler in NA right now. So I'm hoping to keep playing like that.
Yeah, nice. Good luck.
Thank you.
So, kind of staying on the same topic, I know Sven when he left was just talking about like the the system that you had worked and was fine for Cloud9 as a team, but it didn't necessarily work for you and him. Just the fact that you had to split scrims and all of that. Do you have any further response on kind of that situation? Because it seemed from his side he was also glad to be leaving, and you actually spent more time in academy.
Yeah.
So
Um, I don't really know if I would say the system was really working. Like, I feel like working system would not have two of their star players like want to not be a part of it, if that makes sense. Like, Jensen didn't want to be a part of it. Svenskeren didn't want to be a part of it. Um, and for me, I mean, I also didn't want to be a part of it. I also did not want to share my spot with Sven again for the next upcoming season. Because I think we have a lot of respect for each other, so we didn't want to share time. Um, but I mean, it definitely got us a lot of wins, I'd say, for sure, that we might not have if we didn't have swapped players. But um, yeah, I felt like I didn't want to share time either at the end of the last split.
mm, yeah, that's fair. Do you feel like it would work better in a different role? Because jungler, at least from what it made it seem like he was saying, doesn't make sense. And I know in Korea, that's kind of like the role that they would use. They would have two very different styles. But here he was talking about like he can't understand the team well enough, but maybe like a top laner, it wouldn't matter.
I don't think it's good for any role personally. I feel like there's no reason to swap out a player unless they're underperforming. I feel like that would be the only reason you would take practice away from the player, because I feel like just being able to play together is more important, even if maybe, let's say, one player is a little bit better than the other, or a little bit worse. Then if it's not big enough, I feel like giving one player the full practice time is more beneficial to the team. Also, I feel like for solo laners, it's very easy. Like one person is just better than the other at laning, so
Yeah,
there's no reason to really swap them.
that's fair. All right, so moving on, I want to talk about the meta. Jungle, everyone says is always OP, but you're being like level 12 after a 40-minute game randomly. Like,
Yeah.
you're not getting any experience. It feels like it's really just a second support, and you don't even have. It's not even a second support with items. It's just a second support now because of how much they've stripped from it.
Yeah.
But they are buffing it, I think, in the next patch. So what has it been like for you? Have you had to kind of dial some things down, or you just think that you're going to be that much stronger when they give you more back?
I think I've been playing the same way, at least in solo queue, even though jungle experience is nerfed, because in solo queue, like, you just end up taking your laner's experience anyways, so you're not really that far behind. It's just not as great and competitive. But I think the jungler's role in itself is to pressure early game and then to support your team's late game, because you're not really a carry, obviously. So I do think that like junglers shouldn't be the same levels as solos, but I mean, I don't think we should be 5 levels down. So I'm glad they're buffing jungle experience. I know like in season 6, I believe jungle was like 2 levels on their solos. So I know they don't want that to come back, but I definitely think jungle experience needs a buff.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to see what you can do and what some of the other guys can do. And then you guys are, like I said at the beginning, you guys are 3-0. We've got 2 other teams. Do you feel like you are solidly the best? Like if you had to play Dig tomorrow, which you don't, but if you did, what do you think would happen? And with FlyQuest after that. And then do you think there's anyone else who could kind of match you maybe in the next week or so?
I think at this time right now, I think any team we'd play, we'd destroy, personally. I don't care who it is. I think any of the teams, if we play them right now, we would probably win. But maybe in the future, if a lot of teams get a lot better and maybe we don't get better, then it might be hard for us. Like TL, for example, don't even have their starting jungler, and they look pretty good versus Dig today. I mean, okay, I guess.
It was a pretty back and forth
Yeah.
game. So, well, cool. Best of luck. I hope no one shuts you up. Anything else you want to say before we go? Either to Cloud9 fans, enemy junglers who are going to be angry. Anything else?
Yeah, thanks for supporting us, guys, and I hope you guys keep supporting me, and hopefully we keep winning for you guys. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you all for watching. For more Inven Global content, check down below, and please like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time.